Happy Friday, beauties. So I am running a workshop here in Gozo on Sunday around the nervous system sanctuary, about some really profound yet super simple practices to bring your nervous system down so that you can connect in intimacy, authenticity, from a place of vulnerability because it's safe enough to. So, what is the importance of the nervous system? Well, we're essentially a walking nervous system. Like that is what our our bodies, our beings are. And if we're on hyper alert, which a lot of us are all the time, in this constant state of what they call chronic stress, where we're in fight, flight, or freeze all the time with really like mundane stuff. Maybe it's like about to miss a bus. Maybe it's that's more mundane. And then maybe it's like, a friend is having trouble with their health, or we are having to decide, what next job move to make. It's also just the good things of life, of picking up the kids after school and there being traffic, or, your favorite programming not being on. like, I experienced it with that. Like, oh my God, like this is a major event. So just like animals shake, and that's also why I do lots of shaking in practice with the people that I work with and myself, we have to bring the nervous system back down. Otherwise, it's at this heightened state of arousal all the time. And then we're wanting to connect with lovers, with partners, with friends, etc. We just don't have the bandwidth for it. It's not actually physically possible. And then this is where consent comes in there. Then we're doing things that we're out of consent. So we're saying yes to a hug that we're not really a yes to. I've experienced this with cuddling. Someone says, do you want to cuddle? If I'm in an aroused state, cuddling is not relaxing for me. I'm actually like on hyper alert. I'm wondering, where's your hand going next? Am I okay with this? Like it's not this like coming from a place of a calm nervous system, where we're not in that fight, flight, or freeze. So that's the importance. Like with Tantra, the name alone brings up this thing. Everyone's like, ooh, juicy, sexy, Well, okay, but you can't get to those practices until you feel safe. And that's super underestimated. Even in married relationships, when you're going to bed at night, if you've had a heightened day and you have not come down from that arousal of fighting or freezing or fleeing or all the things, even with someone you might be super familiar with, super comfortable with, they can touch you and your body just goes. That is that heightened state of like, I can't connect with you right now. And you may not even know or be aware. And then you may guilt yourself or feel like, what is this? I'm married to this person. I should be able to connect with them. I'm okay with having sex. I'm okay with being romantic, whatever it is. And then you do something that's out of consent. So this little nugget of a workshop, we're going to go over how to breathe with your partner. I've done this before. I mean, anybody, friend, anybody, because this is all non-overtly sensual. It's intimate, but as we're not trying to seek out arousal with it, it's just super connected. So we're going to do a breath where we're laying side by side and breathing together, and just the profound, it's super calming to breathe on your own. But when your belly is next to somebody else's and you just like, it's this animalistic thing of, dropping, that drops your nervous system down, it drops it in. We're going to be making sounds, which is extremely calming for your nervous system. Sounds together in that position. We're going to be making sounds on each other. So it's going to be like playing a singing bowl. And these are all things you can do on your own. So like once you learn this, you can actually put your hand on your heart chakra, let's say, and the sound there, the Bij mantra in Sanskrit is yum. So you can just say yum. I feel it like going in my hand and then my heart, and I feel different. Just with like one little yum. So we're going to be learning these beautiful practices on Sunday. If you have questions, if you're not going to be here, if you're not in Gozo, and you have questions around what these practices are, just message underneath, follow my page. be in tune with all this stuff, reach out. We can do a video session. I can teach you all these things. But the main point of putting this video up is to just accentuate how important it is to be in that calm, even state in your nervous system so that you can actually have a pleasurable experience. It can't be go hard, big, fast. That's why a lot of us don't feel these things. We're numbed out because we're frozen. We've already escaped. We've already left our bodies. Or, you know, like there's many reasons, right? But it is essential. That's why, you know, yoga, meditation, all the things to bring your nervous system down so you can really feel. So you can feel the pleasure that's happening to you, through you, that you're receiving through your hands, all the things. So Sunday is going to be one step. And then next weekend, doing 2 workshops, Saturday and Sunday back to back, that are going to build upon this so that you can feel more and more pleasure in your life, in whatever relationships you're in, satisfaction, ease, comfort in your own body. Okay. Happy weekend. If you have any questions, please just leave it underneath. I love you all.